the stone. Oh, we got another one right here.
I don't hear you.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we've got half an hour. I don't know if Caroline's going to be on or.
Yeah, she should be on. I spoke with her earlier and we talked about the session.
Okay, so I've
Coming
got
up.
at 3:30. I have another one to set up also because it's just going one after another right now. So let me just continue. She can catch up as best as she can.
Okay, let me just send her a quick message to join.
Oh, well,
Hi, you joining us? Arvin and I are on Zoom, waiting for you to come on.
I didn't know. I thought it was at 3.
It is
Oh, it is
3.
at 3 already.
We'll see
So
you.
I'll get on right
Bye.
now.
Okay, just getting on right now.
Okay.
So how are you? Feeling better?
Feeling
Oh,
better? Yes, good. Yeah. How are you people doing?
We're doing
Maybe I'll pay attention soon.
All right. So when you're looking for buyers, do you know how to handle buyers or buyers search? Have you done that? That was one of the questions the other participant was trying to find out. Is also new, just like Caroline.
Oh, okay.
So how to set up buyers and how to send them automatic emails from your system.
Oh,
And that was one of the things that you can do. So
convert.
What are you looking at right now?
this is a graph of what's going on in the industry.
And how did you get your?
This part here.
Oh.
Get the wrong pickaxe.
It's part of your services.
I got it. I got it. That's unconverted. This would convert it, guys.
So the closed sales are already starting to spike up again a little bit. Even though it's a little leveling out, but it'll start shooting up. The new listings are going down, so now's the time to sell. There isn't much on the market. Trying to see the number of days has it gone down or up or no. It shows high interest, 4.5 increase, but it's showing down, decreasing, less number of days on the market. So
I never clicked on that link.
is she coming on or what's going on?
She said she was. I don't know. It's taking her.
Okay, I'm going to start up just she can still catch up because it'll be recorded. This is recorded right now. So
I got one more example.
the main thing is initially when you start seeing properties and want to search for properties, you go to residential and active properties to look for, depending on where you want to location wise. if I do zip codes, this is where zip codes are set up. And you don't have to do a 1 mile. You can do about 5 miles or 10 miles, all up to you.
Okay.
It's a larger radius to work with. And then depending on your price, so if you have a price for say $725 to a range, a lot of times the buyers will give you a range. They say, well, I can only afford $725. You always want to be higher than $725. So in this case, I'm just putting $725 and the range. You have to put a range. There's a minus sign that I'm putting up here. And that minus sign, then you give a range to say $825. If they tell you they can afford $750, usually they can afford $775 to $800 usually. They always tell you less than what they can afford.
Okay.
So always try to push it up a little higher. They'll ask you a number of bedrooms they want, so you can say, all right, 3 plus. If you put 3 only, they doesn't like it. The system it'll reject you in a way, won't find anything. Always put 3 plus. If you have 2 bedrooms or the same thing, always put a plus. If you want less than this, then the item is less than 3. So show minus.
Okay.
But in most cases, you want to show plus because you want to get more than you require. The living square footage, you want to put more. So usually people will say, well, I want 1,400 and above properties. So you give them 1,400 and above properties. That's what you're searching for. A lot of people will go down. If I'm scrolling down, well, I want central air, I want this, I want that, and they'll start putting all these things in. Problem is, if the listing agent hasn't put it in, you won't find it.
Right.
So the variable is leave it alone and try and get as much as a broad spectrum of search, the better.
Sure.
So right now it's telling me it hasn't found any matches yet. It's still questioning me. So let me just see. There's something I've done. So 1,400 plus. I can do a range to 2,000. Let's see if that changes. It doesn't change. Something's missing here. Oh, there you go. Is that right? Give me a second. It's giving me an issue here. Hold on a sec. See, if I take this out, then that could be causing the problem. Let me go by map search first. A 10-mile radius might be out of the question. Also, let's do a map search. So Honey Beach, Orange. Usually you don't even have to put all these in because if the zip code is right, it normally just finds it for you.
Sure.
There might be an issue going on. So let me do something here. I'll go back and do a search again. Active single family. I'll do a map search. So on the map search, you can go in closer and square away. So you see all these green properties, those are the properties that are active right now, but the problem is your criteria. So zoom your price in I'm going to do 700 this time. Let's see what happens. 700 to
67.
I'm sorry?
Now there were 67 properties just a second ago.
Yeah, it's changing. It changes depending on the pricing. So right now it's 2,200. I want 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It should give me less, 1,800. That's still too much.
Yeah, we don't have any specific address of postal.
Right, so I haven't done that yet. So I've got this numbers. I'm going to put a square footage of 1,400 plus.
Okay.
That's just 1,600. There's no change.
Embrace the coffin.
Single family, and I'm going to do a detach. So it's coming down to 1,300. I'm going to do a square and the zip code 92647. So
Zero.
that gives me 0 now. That's oh, it's. But here's your problem. It's still 0. Okay, so let me remove the zip code. Let's go to 1. I'm going to go to the map now. So I can zoom into the map. Now it's, if you notice, some of the properties have disappeared. So I can change the criteria and I can change this to a little higher or lower. It's still giving me a little high. I wonder why. What's that doing? Something's, I know they've had some issues, but so there's more properties that I'm seeing. So if I do a square, this is the square you want to work with. And these are the properties of this area is what they like mainly. So you can actually zoom into that properties. Go to results. And there's 10 of them right now. If I select all, and this is a one-liner, these are the different styles that you'll be able to see. What you want to see is the full results. That's the first part you want to look at. There's the properties you will see and everything, the whole listing will be provided to you. You know, main things you want to always look at showing instructions. This is important because agents are notorious in telling you, you got to do this, you got to do that. Always make sure that you see the signs because sometimes the sellers might say something that they want you to behave. They might have dogs or cats or something like that. They want you to be careful and close all the doors when you walk into the property. So those are some of the things you're going to be careful about. It says all parties intending to enter the home during the showing must sign the car and PDA. You see, they've changed some things already, which is available in the supplemental section of this MLS listing. So they have in the listing supplements, it's out here. So you can actually sign those and have your client sign it.
Can you click on it? Let me see where it takes you.
It's up here. It's a PDF.
Okay.
It's a PDF in your car forms.
Okay.
It's all part of that. Your Berkshire Hathaway, you've got to look at your emails. You should have got something from Nancy. Nancy's, if you don't look at your emails, then that's what you're going to run into a problem. Right now, if I type in Nancy, so Nancy has, there's some documents here already, and there's the PED. So these actually these documents need to be put into your car forms and use them. So you've got to be aware of that. Going on here, it's telling you can switch from here all the different properties and look at them. So if you find certain properties, I'm just going to go back to the first one first. So say, for instance, you like the first one, leave the first one checked. If you don't like the second one, it's a double story. They want a single story, uncheck it. 2 stories, uncheck it. I like this one. Okay, leave it checked. I like this one. I don't like anything else. Maybe I like this one too. I don't like anything else. See, all these are good properties, nothing wrong with it. There's a double story, take it out. There's a double story, also take it out, and you are done, practically. There's a double story, don't want it either. Now, if you save it, whoops, give me a second. I think my battery's going out.
What did you say?
Okay, if you save it, and then what you can do is you can save it as a new search criteria.
Yes.
And this way you can send it to your client. So if you have a client already set up, you can put in there, so I've got myself here, or you can create a new contact. So I'm going to create a new contact for this one. So I'm going to say,
Yes, I can hear you.
so I've created Big Bucks. I just need to enter his email. There's his email. There's his telephone numbers. If you have his number, you can put it in, and then you save it.
No.
So once you save it, what it's going to do is you're going to send that type of criteria that you've set up to your clients. It will send them automatically. So give me a second here. It's saving it. I'm going to go cancel out here.
The reason why?
Do an action. You can send them the email directly from here. So I've got,
My old one.
if I have big bucks to look for, just look for big bucks. There's big bucks. Make sure you always put something in the headlines. I'm going to put a test and then put something in your emails. And then it will send it out down here.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll send them an email that all those properties have gone out to their clients. Now, if you've saved and refined something, you can go to the saved actions, and then you can create a new auto email.
Mm-hmm.
Get your big bucks set up. You want to send him all the information, all this set up.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you scroll down, then you can also schedule anytime new properties come in with that criteria, you can send them out directly to your clients and you're done. This is as fast as you can do it for your clients. So all you need to do is save it and it will automatically start sending out your clients emails.
Isn't that too many emails? You send it all every day?
No, it's only in the criteria. You're not going to get listings every day, so many. How many listings you're going to get every day? New listings. It's not talking about existing listings. It's talking about new listings. Now, I have a question for you, Kim. She's not.
Yes, because it's checked daily, so these emails
Only-
are sent to me or
only-
the client.
To you and the client, but you're getting only the new properties, not
Oh.
old properties. You're confusing yourself. This is for any new properties that are coming on the market. We'll send it out to them. Anything new that comes on the market. That's what you're sending them. So you've already zoomed in to your map of so many properties. In a certain map, it's only a 5-mile radius usually. You can do cities, you can do different areas, but people are going to tell you only certain areas they want. So you're not blanketing the whole world. You're blanketing only certain slots to send out. If you send it out ASAP, there's ASAP. If you send it out daily emails, it tells you what time to send it out. You can even do a monthly. The choices are yours. You have to figure out how you want to send it out. You can also say, hey, you know, send it to me rather than send it to them. You can create your own for big bucks and send it to you. There's also recurring emails here, but you can also send to you first as a CC, and then you can actually search it and send it out to your clients. That's how you set it up. MLS is different from the types of searches you do for Remind and everything else. This is not the same as if you go to Remind, for instance. Remind does it a little differently that you can send out to your clients compared to the Matrix. Matrix is everything is online, but your clients can do their own searches through Remind. Let me just clear this out. Because if you go to settings on Remind, what you can do is send your client this portal here, this HTML, you can send to your client. So I'm going to copy it, And they can do their own searches rather than bombarding them. And this is your website and everything. It's created for you. You have to set it up initially to create this. There's a portal like you. So if I log in, I'm going to pretend to be the client also. This is how they do it. So they can look their own searches, 92648. Now it's going to find me all the properties in that area. They have their own searches to worry about. You don't have to tell them what to do. And then this way you can tell what's going on, what they're looking for. They can say, all right, find me price-wise. I want to do 700 to 800. Apply, and you'll see it removes all the properties. It prices it out pretty fast. Whereas Matrix, you have to do it for them. You have to do all that. You can control it, that's fine.
Is that A7S?
But this way they can do it at their own leisure. They don't have to bother you. But when they're interested, so look, I like to look at this property, or maybe this property, click on it. They can call you because the listing agent's information is not there. It tells them who the owners are and how long they've owned it. But other than that, there's nothing else because
it just pulls my hair out every time I take it off.
the listing information is sitting in here. And this is where it's hiding the listing agent's information. The telephone number is not listed.
Actually,
So this way they'll call you because your information is here. They think it's your listing. It's basically fooling them to make them understand that these are your listings.
It's good.
I got that. With
Right.
the ant line, yeah. And it didn't
But you have to set this up
It was
in
outrageous,
Remind
yeah. Like it wasn't.
to do it. So you have to go
That
to
was the plan.
settings down
when I
here,
got the set headphones, and then I tried to also modify.
go to your
set
settings,
for
open it up. It will get to this point because you have to scroll down. And it will ask you, do you want to actually name it? I named it OC Home Sold.
No.
It'll ask you,
I
create a
picked up
name
this,
after RE. See this RE, real estate? Then put in a name there in your Remind, and you're done.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do is send this out to your clients. You can also, seems like they've changed a couple of things here. You can also send them a text message and can send them, give them your telephone number, whatever your telephone, what's your telephone number here, Kim?
It's 213-820-6802.
I'll be doing IT though.
So you'll get a text message right now from the system. It should be coming to you right now.
The holiday in Jacksonville. Yeah. Oh, my uncles.
You see something, I mean?
I just got a text. It says, click on the link below
Right,
to log into Remind app.
right. So you can send
Download
this,
the app.
when you're at an open house, you can send these to your clients.
That's theirs. That's it. They can
It's
very
record
simple.
something else.
So this is a cool way to get your clients involved.
No, it's just
They say, hey, give me a telephone number. I'll send you my link right now to my website so you can search your own properties at your leisure. I'm not going to bother
That's
you.
one of my uncles.
So this way you don't stress them out.
Awesome.
You give them all the leisure of their own to do their own searches because everybody wants to be in their own control. That's the whole game plan behind it. Make sense? This is good too. Ouch.
Hang on.
This is good too. There's nothing wrong with this. But that other one is more effective. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is for you to worry about. And give me a second. I'm going to change my battery here.
Yeah, man. They're gonna look at me like, who is this guy? Like, why?
My headphones take eats up batteries.
Yeah, they added a restaurant because the 4 point. So
Okay.
in order to qualify for 4 points Sheraton,
So-
you have to have a restaurant.
So it's just a matter of now figuring out what you want to do and take it from there. This
Well,
is,
you could put.
you have to play with the system. There's so much to it. I just gave you a short version of
I have it.
how
actually
to
have it
find
on my
properties for buyers. And this is one way to do it. You can do your own searches and then send out to your clients, hey, I have a new search, I have a new property. They just came on the market, and then would you like to see it? You can do new listings up here too.
That's what's in.
And this is how you find all your listings. Probably this is all the listings in the MLS. What you want is for yourself, for your certain area. And the best way to do is by go by zip codes or by cities. This is how you search for different properties, active, closed, expired.
Like it's mostly family.
It tells you the different types of properties. And always remember, property is it attached or not. Always say no if it's a single family. If it's attached, if it's a condo you want to work with, then tell them about a condo. I have to keep looking at my time. I have another Zoom coming up soon, so I apologize. Do whatever city you are in. I'm in Orange County, Huntington Beach. And the price. So 900.
Chris Putten.
And I can do up to $9.99. Bedrooms 3+, bathrooms 2+. Always do more than what you really want. So that way it'll find you those properties accordingly.
Yeah.
I'm still having a bit of a problem here. Trying to find out why is it doing that to me. Yeah, it's not finding the properties. Look at the map first. I have to call these people up. I have to figure out why is it giving me. There's something in here. Either my cookies are causing the problems or something is holding me up. I didn't have those issues before, so I'll have to call them up today. But I'm going to leave it as this right now. And we can always touch bases next week again. But I want you to start practicing. You can also do is properties that you want to actually find for expireds. Or you can go back as about a year in a certain area and find your expireds also here. And look for properties that you can ask your sellers to sell. That's one way to do it. I'm still having some issues here, so I'll have to double check. But at this point, I just need you guys to put a funny feeling is zip code. Nope, it's not even the zip code. Something's causing the problem here. All right, folks, I gotta go to the next one. I've got a minute or so to go. But it's recorded. I'll have it emailed to you folks. Okay. And we'll take it from there. All right?
Thank you. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to have the any properties coming up for listing in this potential listing that in Huntington Beach. How do I set up an alert to myself? To see if there's
That's a different class. I don't do alerts because to me, I only look for properties when I want to know, because your alerts are already there. It's up here. Your market watch is already there. But I know there's an alert you can do, and they have videos on alerts as well. If you go down here,
yeah, they treat their staff.
There's certain areas you can do. They have some videos on it. I don't teach too much about MLS because they have their own classes, live webinars. I can see it. They tell you upcoming webinars. Yeah, this is a different portal because I don't support it as much. I know there is something in here. I'll have to find out. I can always tell you guys next week about it. I'll find out more about it and set up an alert and figure out from there for you guys.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Yeah.